Ancient South India Sangam poetry. Social classification of Varna was known to Sangam poetry. Religious text which explains about the 8 different phases of agriculture work. Melinda, Melinda Panha. A religious text which explains about the 8 different phases of agriculture work. Melinda Panha. Story of Nachiketa is Katha Upanishad. Story of Nachiketa. Which author is credited with the creation of a classical Tamil epic? Silapadikaram. Ilanga article Silapadikaram. Creation of a classical Tamil epic. In Malavika Agnimitram, the Sungo are described as Brahmana, who belongs to the Gotra Kashyap, who belongs to the Gotra Kashyap. Sungo are described as Brahmana, who belongs to Gotra Kashyapa. Which are Bhavavati, Hastimala, and Kemeswara well known in the context of ancient Indian history. Playwriting. Fire Bhavavati, Hastimala, and Kemeswara, ancient Indian history. Playwriting. Indian history. Bhavati Hastimala and Kemeswara well known. Which of the following pairs is incorrect? Ancient Indian authors. Kadambari. Following pair is incorrect. Match between ancient Indian authors. Kadambari. Following pair is incorrect. Match between the ancient Indian authors. Kadambari Harshavardhana. Buddhacharita Asogasa. Raghuvansam Kardasa. Michakattam Sudraka. Kadambari. The religious text which explains about the 8 different phases of the agriculture work. Milinda Panna, agriculture work. Which of the following is the oldest scripture of ancient India? Rig Veda. Oldest scripture. Rig Veda is the oldest scripture of ancient India. Arthashastra Kautilya. Veda among the Veda, oldest Veda. Arthashastra written by Kautilya. The Vedas contains collection of magic mantra tantra to ward off evil spirit. Evil spirit Atharva Veda. Veda contains a collection of a magic mantra and tantra mantra. Veda contains a collection of a magic mantra and tantra mantra to ward off evil spirit and disease. Atharvaveda. In whose time were the elephant cave temple, Ashtakutta, elephant cave, following temple built by the Ashtakutta dynasty, Kalash temple, Ashtakutta dynasty. In which time were the elephant cave? Idols made in the temple of Devagada near the Jhansi and Garha temple. Near Allahabad and important remains of which art? Gupta art. The idols made in the temple of Devagada near Jhansi and the Garhwa temple. Gupta art idol means Idosana Murti. Temple of Devagada near Jhansi. Symbol are found. Ancient coins found on early coins. Name of the king and gods are found on the latter coins. Early coin symbol. The history of a dynasty is reconstructed on the basis of coins. Reconstructed. Basis of coins. Which is the following the oldest scripture of ancient India? Rigveda. Purusha Sukta collection of mantra of which Veda? Purusha Sukta. Rigveda. Following statement about the Sangam literature in ancient South India is correct. Social classification of Varna was known to Sangama poet. Social classification of a Varna. Ancient South India. The religious text which explains about 8 different phases of agriculture work. Religious text which explains about the 8 different phases of agriculture work. Milinda Pano. 8 different phases of agriculture work. Milinda Pano. 8 different phases. Milinda Pano. Story of Nachiketa. Katha Upanishad. Following page is correct. Concluding the part of Veda is known by which of the following name? Concluding part of Veda. Upanishad. Chandi Mangala, a 16th century text was composed by Mukundaram Chakravarti. Chandi Mangala. Following had written book named Nirukta, the oldest Indian text on etymology, philology, and semantics. Sri S. Yaskacharya. Nirukta, the oldest Indian text, etymology, philology, and semantics. Sri Yaskacharya. In how many stages was Epic of Mahabharata finalized? Finalized. 3 stages. 3 stages. Mahabharata finalized. 3 stages. Historical work. Godabaho Laiki Kallono Rajatarangini was written by Bakpati, a historical work. Godabaho Laiki Kallono Rajatarangini. Bakpati. Rajatarangini composed by the Kallono. Kashmiri. Rajatarangini composed the Kallono. History of Kashmir. Godabaho Kallono Rajatarangini written by Bakpati. Epic of Mahabharata finalized. 3 stages. Chandimangal text Mukundaram Chakravarti. Book name Nirukta, oldest Indian text of etymology, philology, and semantics. Sri Yaskacharya. According to Kautilya, Arthashastra with the following statement. If a female slave bore a son to her master, she was legally free. Bore a son. Following statement is correct. If a son born to a female slave was fathered by her master, the son was entitled to legal status of the master's sons. Fathered by her masters. Female slave bore a son to her master. He was legally free. Son, 12 master. Legally free. Purana, which is the following statement. Information about the Mauryan dynasty is found in Vishnu Purana. And Vayu Purana through lights on the Gupta governance system. Vayu Purana. Gupta. Maurya dynasty is found in Vishnu Purana. Charaka Samhita. Actually following correct chronological order. First, Ashtadhyayi Panini. Then Sangam literature, 300 BC. And first Charaka Samhita. Charaka. Harsa. Charaka dile Kanishka. Then Bharatas Natya Shastra. From the following is mentioned the meeting of the Sandrocotus. Justin. From the following is mentioned the meeting of Sandrocotus. Justin. Justin. Who wrote the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea? Periplus. Following is consider. Following consider. As the father of Greek history writings. Herodotus. Greek history writings. Okay, bunches